Hello, everyone. Welcome to D&D. Here we are. I've got our layout is set up. Got our GM just above. We got my character just to my left, apparently, not to my right, but to my left. And then we have Teagan's character to the left of that, and then Blake's character to the left of that. Time to start. What's up, Sammy kids? Welcome. It's time to start. It's time to start. Turning down our music here. Get that really cursive Strahd music in the background here. Time to go back to the horror adventure that is Curse of Strahd. But first, let's go back to everybody involved.
Can I revivify this lion? Hello.
Hello.
Kai came in right in the middle of that sentence about revivifying something.
There is a tiger rug just sitting there, and I was curious what we could do with it.
A tiger rug.
So
It looks like he just died. It's been less than a minute.
I was gonna say, I hate to actually give you.
No, hold on, let me step.
information.
This is a fresh kill. This is not a rug at all.
Oh,
He has been dead for much more than a minute.
This looks like he's just napping. Actually, he's not even dead yet.
I feel like these are the actual thoughts that go through Petrie's heads.
These are the actual ones that go through Blake's head.
Only when I'm channeling Petrie, though.
Let's actually get started. So, Albert, I don't know how much intro you did. Do you mind if I?
Very little. Go ahead.
Okay. Welcome back to the Perilous Journeys, which is our temporary name for what we're calling this whole situation, where we are playing 5e D&D, specifically the module Curse of Strahd, specifically the Revamped edition. Last time, our adventurers, heroes, whatever you want to call them, had a encounter with the Vistani, who gave them the story of a cursed prince. They told them the story about this cursed prince who needs help, and that the Vistani, are looking for a group of people to potentially help him, and believe that our heroes could be the ones to do it. The party went with them into the fog of the woods to travel to the land of the cursed prince, but along the way, fog enveloped the group and left them stranded alone on a dirt road with a single 3-story house. As they approached the house, 2 children playing outside of it begged the party for help, letting them know that there was a 3rd child still in danger in the house and that there was a monster in the basement. The party went into the house and found themselves locked inside. They headed immediately for the 3rd floor, where they were attacked by a suit of armor, and then shortly thereafter attacked by a specter who seemed to believe that the child had been stolen from her and that the party was there to steal it again. After fighting the specter, the party went down into the 1st floor, which seemed incredibly less spooky than the 3rd, and went to sleep, essentially taking a long rest. Though when they woke up, they found that there was an increased tension throughout the house. They went back up to the 3rd floor where the specter had been, opened a secret door behind a painting in the nursemaid's room, and then found the bodies of the 2 children, as well as the bodies of the nursemaid. The nursemaid had been stuffed into a chest and hidden away in an old storage room. The children themselves had sadly also passed at some point, though they are still around as ghosts. The ghosts, upon being told that they were going to lose the only connection that they'd had in any time recent, attempted to possess the party, specifically Petrie, our Kenku friend, and Trel, our goblin little guy, both of whom were possessed and had to have the children scared out of them. They then found an entrance to a set of stairs in the attic, and rather than descending down into the basement, decided to investigate the rest of the house, deciding that the trip to the basement was probably potentially a one-way trip or a point of no return for them. So instead, have kind of investigated elsewhere, finding a key to a library, as well as the master bedroom of the parents, which had some valuables that Saelihn was able to pick up. And that is more or less where we left off. And I would like for us to go around again, reintroduce our characters, and how they are feeling in this current moment.
My name is Blake. My character's name is Petrie. He is a kinku, which is a tiny bird person, blood hunter. Right now, he's kind of peeved because when he tossed a sword on the ground when we walked into this house, everyone looked at him like he was a monster, and now we're just stealing stuff and everything's fine. So he's a little confused.
Wait, what are we stealing?
We're just pilfering through this person's house and taking their valuables.
Saelihn found a bunch of items.
Found in someone's home?
Found a bunch of items, including a jewelry box made of silver with gold filigree.
Okay, at what point is it
golden rings and a themed platinum necklace with a topaz pendant? I didn't say whether or not she took them.
Saelihn.
Yeah.
You want to weigh in? How
Yes.
much gold you got?
A lot.
Okay, I'm upset. Petrie is upset.
Technically, she will have to find somewhere to sell all of that before it is converted to gold, but understandable. So,
I'll go last since I was
going to say, why don't we go to Saelihn next?
Well, I just put dessert in my mouth.
Okay.
My character is Saelihn the Grey. She's a Shadarkai ranger. She's feeling a lot of tension, especially from her tiny raven friend. No, I think the room that they're in right now, there was a lot of tension, so she's feeling a bit on edge, a bit like, what the heck is going on?
Yes, you guys also, this room specifically feels as though it is in the aftermath of an argument, and you also did just open up the patio door to discover that the entire building is now walled in by the fog.
Oopie.
Can I go out there and look?
Which leads us to Trel,
Oh, okay.
who just found out that everything is covered in fog, and the fog seems to be alive of some kind. Almost like a physical wall. So Trel is not feeling great at the moment.
And
Can,
we all know who Albert is, so we don't need to reintroduce Albert.
Oh yes, I'm Albert, by the way.
Can Petrie throw like some rubble he finds in the ground into the fog? Can he look around for some rubble and just throw it into the fog and see what he hears?
I like you say rubble, which just makes me picture like larger pieces of stone, but yes, you can pick up like a rock on the ground. And
Okay.
you toss it at the fog, it hits the fog wall and bounces back off of it.
Oh,
It's
it
like
is like a physical
It
wall.
is a physical wall, yeah.
And I'd like to say my strength is 16, so it's not bad.
Oh, in that case, it bounces further and hits Trel in the face.
Oh, I take 1 point.
Who's standing in the open door. He takes no physical damage, but takes more stress.
No!
1 point of stress.
That's
Perfect.
worse.
It's worse! Stress is worse!
Okay, perfect. Now we know that's the real wall.
Okay.
I will waddle my way back.
Okay.
Trell looks at Petrie and goes, What do you make of all of this? This seems rather
White.
concerning.
Oh.
What did you say?
Oh. And Petrie just gestures behind him and goes, white. Because it's just mist and whiteness behind him. Petrie doesn't seem really concerned. He's like kind of scratching beside his beak, looking around, kind of tapping his sword on his heel, and like, I didn't want to come in here in the first place because I didn't trust those kids. You wouldn't let me take the doll. Here we are.
Didn't want to come here first place because you don't like kids.
And no one lets me steal from them.
Yeah.
But look where we are. Who got possessed? Who would have been better off stealing from the child?
Didn't both of us get possessed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Would we have if we stole from the child?
Perhaps.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I feel like the possession was arbitrary of the stealing from the child. Would you?
I don't think they would have let us in if we stole from them.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
while this conversation is happening, let me just give you guys also a reminder of what this room looks like. Like I said, this is the parents' bedroom. It's the master suite. The furnishings include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of empty wardrobes, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a jewelry box, which Saelihn has already pilfered, as well as a padded chair.
Discovered, I think, was the word. Sorry.
A rotting tiger-skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of the Durst family matriarch and patriarch hanging above it. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains a table, which you guys are basically all standing around now, that has a table and 2 chairs. Resting on the tablecloth is an empty porcelain bowl and a porcelain jug. There's also a door facing the foot of the bed that has a full-length mirror mounted on it, which you guys opened to discover is basically just an empty closet. There's also another door that appears to lead outside to the exterior space of the south-facing window, which again, you guys have opened and found out is indeed a patio. And then finally, there's a tiny window-sized door directly opposite the patio door with a small button on the wall next to it. You guys have concluded, though you have not tested, you believe that this is probably some sort of dumbwaiter situation.
Oh.
I was merely speculating that this may indeed be a dumb waiter.
Petrie will nod slowly. He knows what that is.
Yes. In fact, it
sounds
appears
like
to be just a Petrie-sized dumbwaiter.
That will catch his attention. He's right now looking at like what is on the table right here. He's got. You said there was some ceramic teapot or something like that.
There's a porcelain bowl that you can see is empty, and a porcelain jug that you, especially you as a kind of smaller creature, cannot see into it. It's got like a fluted top, so it's kind of, it goes in and then opens back up.
I can just clamber up onto the table, right, and look inside of it?
Yeah. It's not a big table. It's kind of a small table for like 2 people to take tea at. But yeah, you can climb up on it, and it shakes a little bit under your
so it's a large table for Petrie.
I'll look into the thing.
It looks like there may be some sort of liquid inside.
Ooh.
Oh, can I pick it up?
Yeah, when you pick it up, it's definitely got something in it.
Ooh, can I pour it into the bowl?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. You pour it out, and you see this kind of thin-looking, reddish, coppery liquid pours into the bowl.
Ooh.
Anyone want some blood?
Thin, reddish, thin copperish liquid?
Yup.
Oh.
I'm
gonna go ahead and say no. No thank you.
I will. Can I inspect it? Do an Arcana check on it?
You could do an Arcana check if you believe it's some sort of magic. You could do a medicine
Magic's
check
not what I
if you
want.
do
Medicine,
a medicine
yes.
check if you believe it's blood.
I want to do a medicine check, yes. I was going to just taste it,
Okay.
but I figured that people would be grossed out if it was blood, so we're just going to do a medicine check. Whoop.
Take that first one. Remember to turn off the advantage.
Oh, whoops. That's my bad.
But, it's all good. So a 20 on the medicine check. You believe it's not blood, but some very, very, very old red wine that's gone to vinegar.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Though it may have some sort of additives in it that are unconventional and could potentially cause it to taste like blood.
Oh.
And you see that there's something in it that's not just wine.
With my medicine check, would it be dangerous to drink it?
No, it would be unpleasant.
I'll take a sip.
Okay, it's bad.
Good. What does it taste
Oh.
like? Blood?
What a surprise.
No, it tastes like vinegar. It tastes really, really bad.
Just bad.
This is not blood.
It tastes like vinegar, and then it has this like coppery aftertaste.
Oh.
So it doesn't taste like blood, but it gives you the aftertaste of blood.
Oh, it's almost like if you had vinegar in one of those metal bottles and took a
Yes.
sip.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
I
You guys
think
want some?
Trel while Petrie's doing this, Trel walks over to the dumbwaiter thing and just tries to open it up.
Okay. You open it up. There is a kind of empty space in the hollow between the walls, and a cord that stretches, that kind of goes up just a little bit, where there's like a wheel, and then continues down into the lower levels.
Okay.
You can assume safely that this is indeed some sort of dumbwaiter.
Okay. I was correct in my estimations.
Is there anything in it?
Right. Well, not here. Do you want to pull up the dumbwaiter to see what was in the box?
I don't know if I want to do that, to be honest with you. I will.
There's also a button next to the side.
I will attempt to push the button.
Okay. The button works. You hear, especially with the door open, you hear from elsewhere below you a kind of ringing sound.
Okay. I wait for it to come to fruition.
No, when you hold the button, the ringing happens. When you let go of the button, the ringing stops. It's like a buzzer.
It's a buzzer for servants to bring the thing up.
Yes.
Okay. If I wait and I see nothing happens, I guess we can start pulling it up. I start pulling it up.
Okay. You pull it up and you see that the box is empty. Though it is. Let me see if I got the notes for it here. It is a 2-foot wide. So the actual space between the walls is 2 feet wide. And it is a small wooden box. You do see it does have to be operated manually. You joked about it being Petri sized. You or him could fit in here. It looks like someone small could fit into.
Wait, I'm 5
the
feet.
shaft here or the elevator box.
I'm 5 feet tall. I don't know if I
You are
would be able to.
mechanically, you're small enough to still kind of squeeze into there. It would be tough. Like you would have to kind of tuck your body in. But actually, also, what's your weight?
We said 75 pounds, I think.
Oh my god, thin as a rail. Yeah, you could fit in there, and it should be able to carry your weight.
Wow.
You think? It would be a squeeze. Like I said, it would be tough.
I feel like since we've already learned that downstairs is where the big bad is, I would not want to go down there.
It goes up too, right? Wait, on the top floor.
This is the last floor that dumbwaiter
Never mind.
is on. The bell ringing did not sound like it doesn't sound like the bell was. the bell was in the house, if that makes sense. It doesn't sound like it was in a lower space.
I think Trel would say, "All right, I think we're done here. Shall we proceed to the lower reaches of the house? Not quite the basement, but just further.
Could I inspect the dumbwaiter closely and make sure there's nothing like markings on it, like something might have been inside of it before?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Let me see. Normal this time.
And Saelihn, if you want to help, because Saelihn, if you also want to roll because you mentioned looking for a hidden compartment, you certainly can. Okay. With an 8 and a 9, neither of you believe that there's anything else to this dumbwaiter. It appears just to be exactly what it is. Kind of small wooden box inside a stone shaft.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. So are you guys heading down to the second floor? I do see there's one door you guys haven't opened here, but I don't know if that is because you are choosing the door or...
No, I'll open that door.
Wait, which door?
This one out here in the main hall.
Oh, this one. I forgot about that door. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. You can ignore any of these rooms much as you want. I know I'm already going to get accused of railroading you guys to actually explore the house, so...
You can open it? I'll open it.
Yeah.
Hey, someone go to
I'm going to it. I'm going to it.
Right.
I'm going to the door. I'm opening the door.
All right. You open this door. This dark room contains a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting atop it, and a barrel under a spigot in the eastern wall. So as a reminder to you guys looking at the map, the northern direction is, is the left side of the screen. So eastern is the top of the screen.
You said there was a tub, a spigot with a wooden... Go ahead.
Yeah, wooden tub with clawed feet, iron stove with a kettle, and a barrel under a spigot.
Okay. Investigate. Can I investigate the room to see if there's anything worthwhile in here?
Yeah, I'll say you don't need to roll for it. There's really nothing of any value here.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, though.
Oof.
There's definitely nothing of value to you.
Okay.
Even information-wise. All right, let's go.
I relay the information. I say, all right, looks like we're done over here. Unless anybody has any objections, let's proceed to the bottom, or at least one level down.
Let me move you guys down to floor 2 again. I lose you.
Oh.
Hold on.
I will walk. I'm moving my character.
Yeah, don't move yourselves. Hold on, let me move.
I'm not moving.
I'm constantly shuffling my character, so...
You don't move. You guys don't move your characters until I need to move them. Until you guys not move them, and then it's like everybody grabs them.
That's what we pay you for. I'm just kidding.
All right, so I've moved you guys back down to the second floor. As a reminder, there is, you can see here, 3 doors in this area.
3 doors, 4 suits of armor. Are these armors similar to the ones that attacked Saelihn last on the previous floor?
They are similar, except that they have not yet attacked you.
Okay. I would like to push one of the sets of armors over.
You give me a strength check here.
Oh gosh.
They're heavy, man.
I guess so. Hey, it's not bad.
Hey!
16. You grab the armor. You think about the other armor upstairs that almost killed Saelihn, and you take this armor, shove it to the ground, and it clatters to the ground with a big, bunch of noise. But it doesn't get up and attack you.
Okay, good. I go, I look at Saelihn and I go, you never can be too sure.
She smiles but looks nervous.
Freaking armor. I'm gonna go to the east door here. Unless anybody has any objections. And, no, open it up.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, you go to open this one. You find it's locked. You take out the library key and try it, and
nice.
you are able to open it. So, let me give you the description for this area. Red velvet drapes. Nope, I read that wrong. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves. The desk has several items resting atop it: an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit. You also, I will note, when you walk into this room, as a reminder, the third floor up seems to be extremely dusty and unclean.
Yeah.
Here, everything seems pristine. The books look, the pages on the books are white. It almost has like a new book smell to it.
Oh.
The chairs look, plush and comfortable. The fireplace looks like it has been recently cleaned. Has fresh wood in it, etc.
Trel is like instantly interested in all the knowledge and the books and stuff in the shelves.
You said it smells like new books?
Yeah.
Is there... Did you say there was dust in here?
No, no dust in here at all. It looks like someone has been here, like recently.
Is this a fireplace over here?
It is.
Does it look like it's been recently used?
It looks like it has been recently cleaned and fresh logs have been set inside of it. Saelihn, as you walk in, you also notice where Trel seems to be like looking around at the bookshelves. The bookshelves are not. It's not like they're built into the wall. They are kind of each. They're like discrete shelving units every 5 feet. Which you like clock it. Something about that stands out to you.
I will relay that info.
I'm sorry, say that again.
About every 5 feet, the bookshelf seems to be like a new piece of furniture. It's
New
not
segment.
one big thing built into the wall.
Oh, okay.
So, Trel, if you're investigating that, you can give me an investigation or a perception check here.
Let me see which one is higher. Definitely investigation.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, so you are looking at some of these first couple of shelves and notice, a wide range of topics that are interesting to you. There's stuff about history, warfare, alchemy. You see that some of these are first editions. They are nice. They again, like I said, you pull them off the shelf. They've got, they haven't yellowed. They don't smell like old books at all. They look nice. Saelihn, sorry, you were looking at the fireplace. Is there anything else you wanted to note about it or that area?
Has anything been burned in the fireplace?
If there has been, it's been cleaned it back out. Like
Okay.
there's no ash in the fireplace.
Okay. That's probably it then.
Okay.
Then Petrie will check out the desk.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's got an oil lamp on it, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinder box, and what looks to be like a kind of full letter kit. You also see that there are drawers set into the back side of the desk, or the sitting side.
Well,
of
to
the
open
desk.
them up.
Okay. You open up one of these drawers. Right away, you see, the first one, there's not a lot in it. There's more parchment. Otherwise, it's empty. You open up the second one and find that there is an iron key inside of it.
Ooh.
Hey, I found a key.
You are the one who opened this door, so I'm going to give this to you without a check. You look at this key and realize that this is... If you had not picked the lock, this key would have gotten you into the locked children's room.
Oh, okay.
Found a useless key. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll leave the key because obviously we don't need it.
Oops, sorry.
And let's see. I'll take the lantern that's sitting on the desk.
Okay. Yeah, you take the lantern. It is it's an oil lamp. So
Okay.
a little bit smaller than a lantern. It does,
Okay.
I think like 10 feet of light, something like that. 5 feet of light. Just enough to light.
Yeah, I'll
up.
take that.
Okay.
I guess we already have lights right now, but I'll attach it to my pack, and then we can head out. Unless you guys want to look at the couches and see if there's something in the cushions.
You can also...
No, go ahead.
Not to metagame. Trel got a 7 investigating the books. So if somebody else was
Oh, yeah.
look at the books,
I didn't look at the books. I
Saelihn-
should have looked at the books.
Saelin's passive picked up that there's something off, but
I'll
no
go
more.
over here and look.
Yeah.
I got such great positive to my
You guys
investigation.
better not
So
find
what is
anything in there.
what is your passive perception actually, Petrie?
12.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Well, Saelihn,
Hey!
you're investigating. You don't find anything from investigating, but as you're going through the books, you notice that in this back corner, something stands out to you, which is that some of the books here are not bound in leather. They appear to be fake books made of wood.
What?
Could there be a secret room over here?
No.
So you take one of the books, try to do like the Scooby-Doo style lever.
Yeah.
Okay, grab one of the books,
Yeah.
pull it, and the entire bookshelf here, as you
Whoa.
guessed, springs out.
A secret room.
Tunnel.
Yes.
Secret tunnel.
Would have guessed it.
Boom. Springs open, and you see that this hidden room contains bookshelves packed with tomes and scrolls that appear to be bound in leather. At the back of the room, a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet stands against the south wall. Its lid half closed. Sticking out of the chest is a skeleton in leather armor. Skeleton sticks half out of it.
And leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
An armored skeleton.
I will check for traps.
Okay. Before you step in, go ahead and give me a perception or investigation again. You don't notice any traps.
Oh my gosh. Can I help her
All
as
right.
a bonus action? Can I do it?
She has not noticed any traps. Once she stepped in, you can also take a look.
Okay, I will. So, are you stepping in?
Yeah, I'll step in.
Okay.
All right, Saelihn, you step into the room, and Trel, as you round the corner, the whole bookshelf that is sprung open. As soon as she steps into the room and is no longer holding it open,
Oh no.
swings shut behind her and click shut.
Fantastic. I look at Petrie and I go, do you know which book she pulled?
Can I cuss?
Yeah, you can.
Shit! Petrie will waddle over and start wildly pulling on all the books he can find. Just. Have you guys seen? Oh God, It's that meme, the crows who dress up for Halloween, and one of them dresses up as a scarecrow and scares themselves. Have you guys seen that? And
No,
and
I haven't seen
the crow goes, "Wah!" That's
Oh.
the sound Petrie's making
that.
as he starts
Okay.
clawing at the books on the bookshelves that are made of wood.
All right. I will say you will eventually be able to do that, no problem. But until then, Saelihn, you kind of feel it click shut behind you and wheel around to be like, "Oh no, I am trapped in here." You do see, without needing to make an additional check. So the perception you miss here is that it would spring shut behind you.
Okay.
Without needing to roll, you are able to identify though that it looks like the skeleton was a person who triggered some sort of poison dart trap in the chest. You see 3 darts are stuck into this dude's armor, but it looks like you can kind of trace back where they came from with your passive investigation, passive perception, and you are able to see that it looks like whatever mechanism was firing those darts is no longer functioning.
This is excellent news for me.
In other news here too is that as you're looking at this, you kind of pull the skeleton back to see it's got the the darts in it. You also see that in his left hand is a letter bearing a kind of crimson seal upon it.
The other good news is that there's a mimic in the room. I'm just kidding.
In addition to that letter, you see inside the chest there are 3 books with black leather covers. What appear to be a handful of spell scrolls. More paperwork on top of that.
I will start with the letter.
Okay. The letter reads as follows. My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth.
Oh.
You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son, cursed by darkness. Of that, I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness, I think not. I much prefer you as you are.
Oh.
Your dread lord and master, Strahd, son.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to post that in our group Discord, so you guys can refer back
It's
to
the
that.
the BBEG.
Okay, can we keep that letter?
Yeah.
Because I have master forgery.
Oh boy. And Saelihn, as you finish reading that, the door springs open behind you, and the other 2 can see into the room now.
You hear, the door opens.
She turns around and looks at Petrie and is like, "What's wrong?"
Petrie's breathing heavily, and he goes, "Nothing."
Petrie, you look in and see there's a dead body right next to her.
Trel goes, "My goodness, my dear, we thought something terrible may have happened."
I'm afraid it has, but not to me.
Oh. Well, this is fortuitous indeed.
She'll grab the other items in the
Okay.
chest.
To give you a quick inventory of what they are, the chest contains 3 blank black leather books worth approximately 25 gold each.
What?
3 spell
Nice.
scrolls. You will have to identify
Oh,
those at a later point. The deed to the house. The
Mine.
deed to a windmill.
Mine.
And a signed will.
Mine.
Looking over the will, you see it has been signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst.
I know
and
them. They're my parents.
And bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property
To Petrie.
to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death.
Never could spell my name right.
The books, scrolls, deeds mark the entirety of what is in there.
Oh shit.
My home.
I need to write all of that.
I will share it with you guys.
Perfect. Because
Okay.
and then
I'm
you
not
guys can
writing
put
it
it
down.
somewhere more useful for you.
Okay.
My ancestral nest.
definitely nothing belonging to Petrie.
He crawls into
Everything
the
in this
coffer
house belongs to me.
and waits for the end.
In terms of in identifying spell scrolls, is there a certain requirement that needs to happen for that, or is it like an intelligence check? Because I've never really done it in D&D.
So I don't know the rule 100% here. My instinct, and I will double check this, is that basically for lower level stuff like this, I'm cool with it just being an Arcana check.
Okay.
For you to figure it out. It might not even be an Arcana check,
Oh, okay.
but let me check. Here we go. Spell scrolls or magical items. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can use an action to read the scroll and cast its spell. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. If the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you can cast it successfully. So it looks like if it's on your spell list, you can identify it without rolling. Otherwise, I think what we're going to do is do a house rule that you could roll an Arcana check to try and figure out what it is. Let me just check what. So you're a wizard, and we also have a ranger. So let me check what is spell list. See if these are on it.
Oh, wait, you said there was a tinderbox on the desk, right?
Yep. Saelihn, you see that one of these scrolls is protection from poison, which is a second level spell.
Like this?
And I don't believe you guys are able to identify the other two at a glance. You are not. So you've got two unidentified scrolls and protection from poison here.
Cool.
And then, Petrie, what were you asking there?
I don't know.
Tinderbox on the table. Was there?
Too long ago.
Yes, there is a tinderbox on the.
Thank you. I had totally forgotten I was ready to leave the room. I'm not even joking. Yeah, tinderbox. I mean, I have flint and steel. Is there really a difference between the two game mechanic wise?
No, I mean it might be easier to just have a tinderbox. So.
Yeah, I'll switch it out from my flint and steel.
There is also the letter kit, which is like I don't know if I've described it properly. It's
Oh,
like a small wooden box with like a little latch on it. That it's like not a lock latch, like just something to keep it shut. But it's like a small wooden box that you guys have not opened up.
So it's not just that, but all of the paperwork and the quills and stuff. I'll want to shove into my bag, because of forgery. But I'll open the box on there.
Okay. Inside the box, you find a red wax candle for sealing. 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing a windmill insignia.
Sweet. I will waddle over and show everyone what I found, and throw it into my pack.
All right.
So
Are we guys? Are we good to head out?
the only spell scrolls we found was the protection from poison.
That we know.
Yeah, you found two other. So protection from poison is one of the three. The other two you can't identify without rolling for it.
Okay. Saelihn, would you like to roll for it, or shall I, or what would you like to do with those?
Can we both roll for it?
Oh yeah, can we both roll?
You certainly could.
So just Arcana checks is what you need?
An Arcana check for each scroll.
Okay, I'll do one. And then...
Okay.
Wow.
You guys can both just each take one scroll, and the 17 is to identify it. You find out that one of these scrolls is a scroll of Bless. And there is also a scroll of... Hold on. I just had it a second ago. A scroll of Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon's good.
They're both
It's
great
great.
spells.
Yeah.
Not particularly useful if you can't use them.
Oh, you both need... Do we need divine magic? We need to be able to use divine magic?
It needs to be on your class spell list to be able to use it.
Oh, I see. Never mind. We can't use it.
Shall
We
we?
can sell them though.
Yeah, you certainly can.
Shall we sojourn on?
Yes. Let's move on, Mr. Peachtree. Lead the way,
Wow.
good sir.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
I think I'd like to go into this door right here. You guys good with
Ooh.
that?
After you.
Okay. You open the door to find an undecorated bedroom, which contains a pair of straw stuffed mattresses, or a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a foot locker. In the corner of the room, there is a small door set halfway up the wall with a button next to it.
Ah. We all know
There's
what
also
that's...
another tiny room immediately to your left when you enter. It's like kind of tucked behind the door. You have to like open the door in and then see that there's another door like on the other side of it.
Push the button.
I will open the door.
Petrie, you push the button and hear like a ringing sound from down below. Trel, you open the door here
Oh.
and see that this is a small closet. It has tidy servants' uniforms hanging from hooks in here. Again, as mentioned, like the library, everything in here appears to be clean. I don't know why the map has one of the beds as being unmade. They're both made up. They're both nice. Like they look like someone has been through here recently. Clean.
Okay. I'd like to... Can I try and open one of the footlockers?
Yeah, it's not locked. You open it up and find that it is empty.
Okay.
Again, empty, not dusty, just empty.
Okay. Anybody else would like to do anything?
Yeah, I'll check the other footlocker.
Okay, same thing. Empty,
And-
clean, but empty.
Okay, I'm good to head out then.
Yeah.
Last room.
Last room it is.
Okay, it's a fun one.
Oh no. Never want the DM to say
Unlocked?
it's a
It is
fun-
unlocked. Or it should be. You should be able to just click on it and open it up.
It's always a good sound. Oh no.
Oh no.
Gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Throughout the room, you see alabaster figures of well-dressed dancers spaced throughout the area here, as though they have been posed mid-dance.
Oh.
I like it.
Creepy.
About these stained glass things. How big are they?
They are small, but they're like it's like hangings, like kind of set into the wall.
Got it. Okay. Into the wall, not over, like just hanging against the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not. You couldn't just take them down.
Sure. You guys want to walk in? I'll walk in.
I'll walk into the piano.
Okay. Again, keep in mind on the map it's not visually represented, but in this space, it looks as though someone has set a bunch of figures mid-dance. The other thing I want to note is that Saelihn, you saw upstairs mannequins in the attic. These look different from those mannequins.
Different, how so?
A better way?
You would have to actually kind of inspect them to determine, but like at a glance, the first thing you note is that they are like pale white. The other thing is that they look more human.
Oh no.
Good. Ooh. Can I check to see if they are people?
You step over to one of them and kind of give it a kind of closer inspection, and you are able to determine that these are indeed fully articulated human skeletons posed as dancers.
Love that. I will step away from that and relay the message.
Should we look around and go, how long must this have taken? If they're all skeletons, just posed like that.
More like, hey guys.
Nobody owns these.
That's an interesting.
Okay. Is there, I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if there was any, like, animated dead in the room. Can I do that?
That's not really what you can do with an Arcana check, but I'll give you a. You can make an Arcana check or investigation check to see if they're like maybe still active skeletons.
Animated?
If they've been animated and are just like waiting. With a 9, you don't get the sense that that's what's going on with them.
Okay. I would like to try and play the piano.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Been rolling like crap all night. Let's go. Yeah.
21. You do quite well. The piano is in good care. None of the keys seem to be out of tune. Everything seems quite nice. You play it. There is a bit of a hollowness to the area, so it does. And the drapes are very, very thin, so it seems to almost echo through the halls, especially with the open door. The music just kind of echoes through the space.
Okay. Nothing happens with the figures or anything.
The skeletons don't start dancing, no.
Okay. And I go, well, all right, I've done my best rendition of Bach number 9. I think it's not really. That's what I say. But I think it's time I think we're done here. Unless there's anything else you'll need to see.
We didn't look at the harp.
Please, after you, Mr. Petrie.
I'll waddle over as quickly as my legs will carry me. My little stick legs.
Duck through some of the skeletons and weave your way through the crowd and get to the harp and find, very similarly to the piano, it appears to be nice and intact. None of the strings seem out of key or anything. If you want to try and play, you can make a performance check, but otherwise, it seems to be nice enough. It is also, since I know you're already thinking about it, too big for you to put in the bag.
My question is actually, can I do a performance check to act like I'm playing the harp?
You can make a deception check
Okay.
to pretend that you are playing the harp.
Why wouldn't you actually play? Oh, never mind.
Are you making like? Are you
Ooh.
vocally doing like harp sounds that you have heard before?
So I'm gonna start. I want to start. Yeah, like get ready. Like I'm gonna start playing. And as I start playing, I'm gonna perfectly relay all the piano playing that was going on just a second ago
Incredible.
because I don't understand that different instruments make different sounds. Then
Saelihn
I'll-
shakes her head.
Yeah, Petrie will just go, just mutter, jealous, and just as he walks past.
Before we leave the room, I wanted to check if this fireplace has also recently been cleaned.
Yeah, you go over, take a look. It looks to be clean. There's no soot. There's no, very similarly, there are fresh logs placed in it, though they have not been lit.
Should we be lighting all these? You guys want to warm the house?
Didn't see a problem with it. I'd like to cast the cantrip Firebolt on the fireplace.
All right, you shoot a firebolt into the fireplace. The logs go flying everywhere because you shot them with a bolt of fire. No, you shoot the firebolt, relatively controlled bit of burst of flame, and they light up. The room gets a little bit brighter, a little bit warmer.
Okay.
I'll be over at this one lighting it.
Okay.
With my new tinderbox, trying it out.
Tinderbox out. You strike a match, and it maybe takes a couple of attempts, but you are able to light the logs here.
Sweet. I will be chilling by the fire until you guys are done.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
I need everybody. I need Trel and Peachtree to both give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. That's always a bad sign.
Guys worry too much.
Oh.
Okay. Nothing happens that you are aware of, but both of you, when you light these fires, it feels as though that hostile presence that you have been feeling since you woke up this morning in the first floor has intensified. It feels like there's something pressing down on you now.
Oh. We've made a mistake. Mr. Petrie, it appears as though we've made a mistake.
I'm not really. Oh, Petrie doesn't care. He doesn't care. That's the thing. He this eldritch horror stuff doesn't matter to him because he doesn't understand.
I mean, it's not. Again, it's hard to convey with words in some way, but it's not just a like, oh, you feel a little like freaked out about it. It has a physical component to it. Like you feel as though there's like a weight pressing down upon your chest.
I'm gonna go light this one.
Okay.
Oh.
Petrie, give me another wisdom save with disadvantage now. Alright. 13, you take a single point of stress.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll start stamping the fire out.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on my character sheet. I want to yell back, "Don't light any more fires!" Maybe we should put them out. I'm gonna play this as stress. Oh, that's perfect. Stress 1. Got it. Okay.
You should be at 3
Is it
by
something
now.
to do with the logs?
It feels as though it's hard to say what exactly is going on.
Wait, my stress doesn't reset after a long rest?
No, your stress resets after like a day or more, depending on how much stress you have, spent in comfort.
Oh. Shit.
I guess Trel goes, well, group, shall we proceed downstairs?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, group
Okay.
yourselves up so I can grab you and move you down to the first floor.
Yeah, I'm here.
Actually,
by
you
the
should be able to
stairs.
see the first floor. Don't move yet. I want to check something about the lighting.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that should be the case. I'm going to reload you guys into this page. Give me a second.
Whoa.
Okay, let's see. I have a negative initiative check, disadvantage on dexterity save, disadvantage on constitution save, disadvantage on wisdom save.
Okay. So now you guys should be able to move yourselves back down to the first floor if you can see it, kind of where it's gray over there on the left-hand side.
I'm hitting a wall whenever I try and drag my character
Oh,
over.
that's right. There's light. Light block is restricting movement. So there we go. Now
Perfect.
I've moved you guys all down.
Thank you.
This is the
First,
Where
This
we
is the
came in,
first
yeah?
floor down. Yeah. So this is the hall where you came in, like down here in this bottom left-hand side. And then this is also where you guys spent the like night of rest.
Our sanctuary.
yes, sitting on the stairs.
Yeah.
I'll go to this room down here.
Okay. You should be able to open it. And when you do, you see a den.
Oh,
Yeah, this oak-paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabra. A chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs in the northwest portion of the room. 2 cabinets stand against the walls, an eastern cabinet with a lock on the outside, and a northern one that does not appear to have a lock on it.
Go to the unlocked one.
Okay. You open the north cabinet and find that it is indeed unlocked, and inside there is a small box, a small wooden box, but it's got a glass top, and you can see into it. It has a deck of playing cards, as well as an assortment of wine glasses.
oh,
It's like a play.
it's a larger box.
Play and drink set, I guess.
Boring.
It is like cushioned in velvet. Yes, otherwise
Fancy boring.
It's fancy, boring. On its own, it doesn't appear as though it's of particular value.
And you said there's how many locked ones?
There is 1 locked cabinet. It's this one right here. It's just on the eastern wall.
That's the
between
east side,
2.
yep.
Yeah, between 2 of the stuffed.
Right. Petrie,
Hi.
come here, boy.
Oh, what do you want?
You wanna pick a lock?
Where?
Right here.
I'll take a look.
Okay.
Where?
Go ahead, give me
Here,
a dexterity check. If you're proficient in using these tools, you can
I am.
add your proficiency modifier.
Let's see. Normal. Just a regular dexterity.
Yeah, it might already be baked in. Let me just take a look at your character sheet quick. So if you roll, just roll your dex saving throw, because that's the equivalent roll here.
Oh!
All right, so that is a 22. With a 22, you, without much trouble, pop it open, and you find if this is a hunter's den, this is where they keep their hunting equipment. There is a heavy crossbow in here, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 23 sets of 20 bolts for a total of 60 bolts.
Wow.
Oh,
It's like the equivalent of a gun cabinet.
I don't think I can pick any of these up and wield them, so I'll pass.
Are any of them better than the bow that I have, the compound bow that I have?
I believe a heavy crossbow is a D12. Let me take a look. The other thing to note is, and I'm sure at this point none of this is surprising to you guys anymore, that the things here seem old, older than they should be, even. But okay, let me just double check. So a light crossbow is 1d8 piercing, loading two-handed. A hand crossbow is 1d6, loading, but is considered a light weapon. And a heavy crossbow is 1d10 piercing, but is considered heavy, and also has tags as a loading weapon and a two-handed. Of note, a hand crossbow is not a two-handed weapon. But regardless of whether or not you can use them, something that strikes you all as a little bit odd is that we've talked about it outside of the game up to this point, but in our setting in this world, guns have begun to be begun to be used and have begun inventing have been invented. Jesus. It strikes you as a little odd that, if there are still people alive here, that they would be using crossbows still.
Kind of old-fashioned at this point.
Yeah, just a bit outdated for how wealthy this family, by all means, should be.
Okay.
Anyone want to inspect the wolves or the mounted stag head or anything like that?
Sure, I'll inspect this wolf that's closest to the door.
Okay, you don't need to make a check. It's unsettling, but it is just a, stuffed animal, not a stuffed animal, an animal that has been
You're right.
Right.
stuffed.
For lack of a better term, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the word right now for some reason, but you know what I mean. It's
mounted, yeah.
Yeah.
Determined.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy, thank you.
Taxidermied.
I'll step out of the room.
Okay.
I guess I can just go ahead and go to the next room as well.
Sure.
Saelihn, you're still in there. Do you pick up any of those weapons, or are you?
Did you say that the heavy compound bow was better than my current one?
The heavy crossbow is a 1d10, but it does have it has a heavy tag, which if you pick it up, I can send you what that information means. And it does have the loading property, so you would have to reload
Got it. Never mind.
Okay.
We'll leave it.
Okay. Trel, go ahead and open up that door.
Okay, opening the door. Nothing.
When you're ready, obviously.
I clicked it and nothing happened, so...
Oh, yeah, it is open. I think I might have made it... I might have hidden this room because you accidentally floated over it at some point, therefore could see into it and shouldn't have been able to... Yeah, there we go. So you open up this door and see that the centerpiece of this wood-paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware, polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale. The wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall. That is this wall here again, just to orient you guys.
Right.
Saelihn, you've noticed it the last couple of times, so I'll call it out to you, but you also see that along the wall here, in the paneling of the room, you see twisted faces carved into the tree trunks and wolves lurking amid the carved foliage.
Yay.
That's cool.
Okay. Do we,
I'd like to inspect the painting.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. It's not a painting. It's like a big tapestry, like done in the medieval style. So you see these like wolves that have a little bit too human faces, being chased by.
Yes, it's just a human face on a dog.
Have you ever seen that image set? It's like, you know, cats being drawn by artists. It's got that kind of energy to it, where it's like they look a little weirdly human. Same thing with the hunting dogs and the horses, and of course the aristocrats riding the horses look a little bit not human enough.
Oh.
Can I look behind? Can I like pick up the tapestry and look behind it?
Yeah, behind it you see a nice wooden wall in line with the paneling continues behind it.
Okay, then I guess I'll just continue on to this door right here.
Okay. Go ahead and open that door, and then you're back out in the main hall, and then you can immediately open up that door right next to it. And you see that this is a kitchen. It is tidy with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin set atop it. A stone dome-shaped oven stands near the eastern far wall.
Is that a pizza oven?
It's bent iron stove pipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Beneath the stove and to the left is a thin door. In the opposite corner of the room, that is the southeast corner where you come in from, there is a small door that looks almost like a window set into the wall. Hanging next to that door is a tiny brass bell with wires that lead into the small door. So you have found the other end of the dumbwaiter, and with that tantalizing reveal, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
I'm going to mute myself real quick, and I'll be right back.
Be right back.
All right, guys. 5 minutes. I got to end the stream real quick so we have a place to cut the video off. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. Okay. So I will be right back.